Welcome to the author reading of The Happiness Effect, simple life shifts that can create massive gains in your health, happiness, and abundance. Thanks for joining me. If you're brand new, you missed chapter one in the opening video. I highly recommend that you, after this one's over, take a few minutes and go back and at least watch the welcome video. And if you have time, it's about 30 minutes, watch chapter one. You're going to learn an important trick in that first chapter, which is a simple way to shift your life to create the happiness effect. So make sure you check out the welcome video and chapter one. This today is going to be chapter two, and really it's just a continuation. It's more background and foundation on the book. Excuse me. So we will touch on what you can expect to follow these next few chapters. So again, the book is 31 chapters long. Um, it'll take 14 weeks, maybe 15 weeks, maybe 12 weeks. It depends on how we go through this. Some of the chapters are a little bit longer and may take a little bit more explaining to get the message across to you. I don't think so. You guys are all pretty smart. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. So welcome again. Thank you for spending half hour, 40 minutes with me. I appreciate it. And hopefully you'll take something home with this. Remember, we've got a Facebook group, the Happiness Effect Facebook group. Should be a link in the post down below. There's also balancedbynature.net, my website, where all these videos will be stored there as well. And the YouTube channel, which is probably where you're watching this if you're here with me today. You can find these videos in all three places, and I'll try to post them on Instagram and Facebook as well. So I just want to get this out. I want people to see it and hopefully help as many people as I possibly can. So again, thanks for being here. Hopefully you'll take something home from this, and you'll have an enjoyable 30 or 40 minutes. I don't want to go too long. It seems like if you go an hour, people start losing interest, and so we'll keep it short. Okay, so hang in there. Let's get to the book. Okay, this is chapter 2 of the basics, and to keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. That's a quote from Buddha, and wow, man, boom, we're going to start off pretty strong because yes, get your body right, to get your mind right, to get your life right. And you'll hear me say it 100 times, because it's so true that when you're putting natural nutrients, and that's the key, man, natural nutrients, and we're going to learn about that. But when you're putting natural nutrients in your body's going to work better. And when your body has everything that it needs naturally, you're not creating unwanted, unnatural side effects. And pretty much anything you put in your body that's man-made is creating unnatural, unwanted side effects. Processed foods, synthetic drugs, they all create changes in our body that are unnatural and unwanted. So as much as you can, I understand if you have to take a synthetic pill or pharmaceutical drug, you have to do what you have to do, what's best for your life. And I understand that pills keep people alive every day, and we're going to get more into that in one of the later chapters. So we will learn about processed foods and synthetic drugs and how they alter our bodies unnaturally, and hopefully change your mind a little bit, and you can get a few more natural ingredients in your body. If you're already there, kudos. That's a great thing, man. Natural foods are a great thing. And positive thought, because you might be the healthiest person in the world, but if you're flipping off the guy next to you because he cut you off, or you're complaining because the TV's not showing the show that you want, or you're gossiping about somebody you work with, that's not happiness, man. Because once the happiness effect is triggered in your life, then you don't do those things anymore. You just don't. You don't have a need to present hate to people. So stick with me. There's some good information coming out there. Anyway, chapter 2, the basics. There are some secret tricks that you can use to create the happiness effect and make yourself feel happy every day. That's what this book is about. I have spent the last several years learning these simple tricks, or life shifts. You will learn that getting into nature, even a small city park or sitting on a balcony with a plant, will begin to heal you mentally. That is so true, man. Just a simple step of embracing nature and something natural, a plant. I'd even go as far as an animal can also help instill this, because it creates in you responsibility for another life. And there's just something about being in nature that's healing. And you know what? You're right. In this book, we're going to talk all about that. And we'll get into this a lot deeper as we go along. But nature is really important, trust me. So plant a seed, go buy a plant, stick it on your window at home. But bring that natural joy into your life. It will start changing things. It really will. You will also read about how what you put in your body determines how you think and feel. It's so true. I think I just touched on that. And you got to have natural nutrients in your body to maintain a natural, healthy, balanced body. And nature is a big part of our creating homeostasis in our lives. So embrace nature. And how our healthcare system is a great business model that keeps you sick and on drugs. When we get to the chapter on healthcare, pay attention, because this is so true. Our healthcare system, it's a great business model. It's making a lot of people a lot of money. I mean, more money than most of us can even fathom. It's a great business model, but it's killing you, so stay tuned. I explain how our food systems are connected to the pharmaceutical companies and how they keep your body on a death spiral. Stay tuned. You will discover that your body has 3 areas that need to be balanced so that your life can also be balanced. They are called the 3 life centers. I've touched on this in an earlier video. I hope you saw that. The 3 life centers: your gut, your head, your chest, and your head. If you keep these 3 areas of your body balanced, everything else will fall into place. And we'll get really into that. Let's see, what is that? Chapter 9, I believe. So it's a couple weeks down the road, but stay tuned because it's pretty powerful information. Seriously, who can't take care of 3 areas in their body? I think anyone can do that. And we'll teach you how to do that, so stay tuned. Check out Chapter 9 to learn how maintaining these 3 areas guarantees good health and a balanced, happy life. Chapters 13 through 15 cover valuable health tips on a variety of fruit, vegetables, and herbs. Yeah, these 3 chapters are pretty cool because I will take, for instance, an orange and we'll dissect it, and you'll know exactly what nutrients are in the orange. You'll know exactly how those nutrients work with your body to heal you and keep you balanced. You'll learn a little history of the use of an orange, for instance. It's a pretty cool chapter. It's a little different way to look at this information, and hopefully a little fun way so that you can say natural foods, these are pretty cool, and look at all this stuff it does. And here's a key that you're going to find out later as well, is that natural foods in orange, basil, garlic, ginger, and apple, peas, carrots, kale, they all positively affect our 3 life centers: the head, chest, and the gut. So just by eating natural foods, you're creating a positive environment in your body. How simple is that, man? Who can't do that? You know, eat an extra serving of broccoli tonight and see how much better your body reacts. So anyway, chapter 13 through 15, we get into that, and those are pretty cool, so stay tuned for that. You will also discover how cannabis and hemp assist our bodies and why you need cannabinoids to be balanced. Okay, there's the deadly word. Facebook hates it when I use this word. They frequently ban me for saying cannabis, which doesn't make any sense. But keep an open mind if you're a anti or non-marijuana person. I want you to keep an open mind. Cannabis is a plant. It's a plant that's been demonized for close to 100 years now without any scientific evidence backing up those facts. The simple fact is the marijuana plant and hemp there has never been a documented case of death caused from this plant. So here's a plant that's never physically harmed anyone, okay? And yet it's illegal to grow. There's a ton of regulations. So I have 3 chapters on this, and it seems like a lot, but it was my goal to try to maybe change some opinions on a plant that's pretty special in my life, which you'll definitely learn about. And if you're not a cannabis person, that's really cool, because it's not for everybody. And I don't push it down anyone's throat, but I think you need to know a little bit of the background of the plant, how it's been used throughout history, how it's been demonized throughout history. And then I just want to give you some facts about how it works with our body to create balance. You'll learn about cannabinoids. It's a very important chemical that we need in our bodies, and cannabis, marijuana, hemp is the primary source of this chemical. You can find it some other places. We'll learn about that, but it's keep an open mind. That's what I'm asking you. Just please keep an open mind and stay tuned through those chapters. Even if you're anti-marijuana person, you'll learn a few things. And you may be able to share that with others. So don't pass over those chapters because it's good information. Thank you. You will also find that all living things are connected and made up of the same stuff. Finally, you will understand that by being thankful, and I mean intentionally and emotionally grateful for everything, this is huge, man, pay attention, you will become happy. It is impossible to be negative and grateful at the same time. Every single New Thought mentor, religious person, anybody that talks about improving your life will tell you that you have to be grateful. It's a cornerstone of good health. It's a cornerstone of positive thought. And without it, I don't think you'll ever be balanced or perfectly happy. I just don't see how that's possible. Gratitude is huge, and I think I have 2 chapters that we talk about gratitude. People have written entire books about the subject, so it's a big part of a big piece of the puzzle, a big part of our pie in balancing our life. So really pay attention to that. And just today, tonight before you go to bed, you can do it on your phone, you can do it on a piece of paper. Write down 3 things that you are grateful for that happened today. Easily you woke up this morning. That's, something to be grateful for. But seriously, when you go to sleep at night and you wake up in the morning, write down or mentally feel thankful for 3 things that happened to you in your day. You'll be amazed at how this begins changing the way you see life. And we get a lot more into this. So that's just an easy trick. Start it today, so by the time we get to the chapter, you'll have a list of 300 things you're grateful for. You'll be bouncing off the walls with happiness. So it's kind of a cool thing. So start doing that today. That's just a simple trick, man. And that's what this is about. This is all simple tricks, man. These are just easy life shifts that will create more happiness, health, and abundance in your life. It just happens every time. Back to the book. You need to know that the quest for health, happiness, and abundance will take some practice. It will require you to make simple adjustments to your diet and possibly your lifestyle as well. You will need to focus your thoughts on positivity every day, even when things get challenging. This is really kind of important too. I just want to take a second to let you know that it's not going to happen overnight. Even though everything I'm going to talk about are real simple little shifts you can make in your life, it's not going to happen overnight. This is a 10-year journey for me. I think I said that, but and really it's a 50-year journey because it goes back to when I was a little kid. But, the current path that I'm on has been evolving over 10 years, and so you're going to get a lot of information that will change your life. And it took me 10 years to do it, and while I was doing it, I wasn't thinking, okay, I'm going to do this because it's making me feel happier. No, it's as I've said in other videos, I started drinking a smoothie, and that one little shift, getting better nutrients in my body, created a domino effect of more things that I thought, hey, I'll try this, hey, I'll try that, hey, I'll try that. So that's kind of key in this book, is try a few of these things, but don't expect a miracle overnight. Miracles do happen, so you never know, but don't expect it, okay? Thank you. 1 second. You will need to focus your thoughts on positivity every day, even when things get challenging. You should know that it will take some time to retrain your brain to see the positive thought side of things when negativity seems to be everywhere. After deciding to break free of my opioid addiction, it still required a full year of focus and plenty of setbacks before I was able to accomplish removing opioids and other pharmaceutical drugs from my life. Since 2016, I haven't had a single pharmaceutical pill, prescription pill. I say I take about 10 aspirin a year, and we'll talk about that later on. So, but it didn't happen overnight. From the day that I knew I had to quit, and I knew I had to change my life or I was going to die, and then die a painful death, a painful, unhappy, unhealthy death. It took a year, almost a year and a half. So it's not going to happen overnight. But if you stick with it and you make just a little shift every day or every month, and you will see an amazing transformation in your life. And ooh, transformation. I want to stay the same person. I don't want to be transformed. I just want to be happier or just healthier. And that's all it is. You'll become happier and healthier, and it will transform your life. You can't help it. It just kind of happens. It's a miracle. So there you go. So please don't expect things to change magically overnight, although sometimes with the right mindset, miracles do happen. So you may try one of these tricks and instantly right there you'll say, wow, this was so easy, I'm doing this every day. And it'll instantly change your life. So that's kind of a miracle, I guess. So it does happen, don't expect it. Many of us don't even realize how negative we are. You might be smiling saying, I'm the happiest person alive, while at the same time you're flipping off the car that just cut you off, instead of trying to understand why you were cut off. Maybe the driver's wife is in the hospital, or the kids need them right away. When the happiness effect is fully in your life, small things like that will have less effect on your attitude. That really is very important. That really is kind of a key in the whole thing here. Many of us don't even realize that we're having these negative thoughts, or may not even realize that we're unhealthy because we're popping so many pills that we feel good, not realizing what we're doing to our body. Not realizing that, with one pill, you're changing 5 things. That's why there's a list of side effects, because things are changing. So you may be unhealthy. You may say that you're a happy person, and you're at work and you're telling everybody how happy you are, and your family thinks you're a happy person. But meanwhile, you're gossiping about the person behind you, or flipping off the car that just cut you off, which is my great example. Take a deep breath. When something spurs negativity in your life, or you feel the need to talk down to somebody or talk bad to somebody, take 5 seconds and just take a deep breath. Accept that something just happened that made you not feel good, and realize that it's just a feeling. Let that feeling go, man. Accept what happened, then embrace it, and then change it to make it a more positive experience. As in the example, maybe that guy that just cut you off, his wife is sick in the hospital. Maybe that lady who's going 2 miles an hour in front of you just today learned how to drive, and you need to give her a break on that. Maybe wave to her and say good luck or something. Change the negative into a positive. You'll be amazed how that changes your life. Okay, another simple shift you need to make. If you're like me, you spent your entire life being negative and you didn't even know it. It will take some time and effort on your part to reverse what your family, your friends, and the mainstream media have been filling your head with. It may take up to a month or more before your thoughts begin seeing most events in your life with a positive twist. However, once you make it a habit, it becomes a lot easier. And that's what I'll say continuously through this, it's like a domino effect. You make this one little shift and you see how it makes you feel good. And then you want to try another shift. So then you try another one, and now you've moved your whole life to a whole new level just by doing 2 things. And when you create that happiness in yourself, the happiness effect kicks in, and others around you will be healthy, or happy, I'm sorry. But it works with health too. As people see you eating healthier and they see the benefits that you're getting from this, they're going to want to be like you. So you trigger the happiness effect in others. It's a pretty cool thing. It really is. I think it's pretty easy today. I've been doing it for a while, so I hope you take the chance to do this, and you'll see that the effects they're just kind of magical. They really are. Things just start flowing in your life. It's really kind of cool. Positivity takes practice. It doesn't always come easily for many of us, but it doesn't have to be hard either. You will learn to make simple changes to your life that will create the happiness effect. You will have to practice being positive when failure is staring you in the face. Because failure stares us in the face every single day, man. Every day you walk out of the house, you have the opportunity to fail. You're going to have things thrown at you that you may consider huge setbacks in your life, huge challenges. Oh, I can't face this today. But when you start changing to a more positive outlook on life, and you feel good, you think good, your life is good. Okay, you have to recognize the negative feelings that you have Understand why you feel that way, figure out how to learn from the feelings, then decide to see the negative as a positive. If you fall and break your leg, you must be grateful that it was only one leg and not both legs. It sounds crazy, but if you break this leg, thank God this one didn't break. It's that simple. I can still hop around on this one. It gives me a chance to read more books, whatever. There's always a positive in everything. There's a positive side. It's the way the world works. We're going to find about that in a later chapter. Your life is constantly swinging from what we perceive as good to what we perceive as not so good. And that pendulum is always swinging back and forth. And we're going to learn how you can control that pendulum so that it only swings from good to better and better to best, and you don't always get that not so good or what people perceive as bad on the other end. We're going to teach you how to do that. It's pretty cool. Stay tuned. You must be grateful there's only one leg and not both legs. Always look for the good in every situation. Check out chapter 24. So it's coming. Stay tuned. We humans find it easier to be negative. We really do. In chapter 28, you'll learn why we are addicted to negativity. It's really not our fault that the world is so negative. It's been programmed into our body, and we'll talk about that in a later chapter. So I'm not going to get into it today. Negativity is rampant in the media. Tell me, this is the life shift you need to take away from today. Okay? I don't care what else we talk about. This one thing will change your life, and every person in the world needs to do this today. And unfortunately, we don't really talk about it until chapter 28 or something. It's towards the end of the book, so you gotta stay tuned before we get to this. But this is probably life shift number one, maybe. This is very important. Negativity is rampant in the media. One of the first steps to happiness is turn off the television. More on this later. I can tell you with absolute certainty that once you turn off the television, step outside in nature, put healthy natural foods in your body, and start being grateful for the good in everything, the negativity will quickly disappear. Your life will feel enchanted. You will wake up with an attitude of positivity. Wait for it. You'll be looking for the good in everything. This is an attitude of gratitude. Don't you hate that saying? I mean, people tell you that you got to have an attitude of gratitude. It's goofy, but anyway, it's true, man. So I had to throw it in there because it's a very true statement. You got to be grateful for everything. I'll say it a lot. When something or someone starts to bring you down, you must find a way to turn the experience around. You need to try to make it a learning, growing, or simply a positive experience. Here's another statement I used to hate hearing. You have to turn your frown upside down. It's goofy, it's silly, but somehow, and we're going to teach you how, so don't fret this. Somehow, you have to be able to turn your frown upside down and make yourself smile. Because really, life's about smiling, man. We'll find out more and more and more. When I started my journey to health, happiness, and abundance, there was a lot of mental work that I had to do. I had to change 50 years of negative thoughts. I was the guy who woke up saying, life sucks and then you die. And when you think about it, when you really think about it, embracing the thought that life sucks only guarantees that your life will suck. I mean, think about that. Every morning you wake up and you say, curse word, life sucks and then you die. I'm going to go to work. You're asking for life to suck. You're asking for misery to enter into your life. So what if you woke up and said, life is awesome, I can't wait to get started? Do you think your day might be a little bit better because you set the mindset first thing? Another super simple thing, man. Life does not suck. There is abundance all around us, and I'm going to teach you how to find that abundance. And you don't even have to find it because it's there already. Hopefully this book will help you see the abundance that's already all around us. There really is. There's abundance everywhere, and it's waiting for you to grab it and see that it's there because the universe put it there already. You just have to see it. Once I seriously began focusing on positivity and good health, it took me about 30 days to see a change in my life. 30 days to positively change your life, that's pretty amazing. And it really wasn't hard to do. I'm not saying that all was perfect after only a month, and it certainly wasn't. I know things aren't perfect today. There's always a challenge facing us. So life is never going to be perfect. Nature's not perfect. I mean, look around. There's really nothing that's perfect in this world, and that's kind of a cool thing. Um, I have had many setbacks and challenges, and I still do today. However, by changing to a mostly natural food diet, medicating with nature, and shifting my thoughts to positivity, I have become a mostly happy guy, and abundance seems to flow easily into my life. This is so true, man. If your body is healthy and your mind is healthy, your body is happy and your mind is happy, your life is going to be happy. And when your body and mind are working in a balanced way and you're happy and you feel good, abundance just shows up, man. It just comes from every angle. It's almost like, oh, too much abundance. Never too much abundance, but yeah, it's amazing how this happens. It just comes. So, um, again, it's a domino effect. Healthy body, happy, happy mind, happy life, and abundance will just flow in. It really does. You don't even have to do anything. It just happens. I am definitely not perfect, and there are days when negativity is difficult to avoid. However, most days, maintaining positivity is less challenging and my good thoughts flow easily. This will happen for you as well. If you follow my lead and implement the simple shifts that I'm going to share with you in the following pages, you really will. If you institute some of the things I'm saying, you will be able to have positivity just flow through your life. You won't even try. It'll just start happening. So if you're in a place where things aren't the best, you're facing challenges, and you're looking for a way to face those challenges with a more positive mindset, then stay tuned and stick with us, because you're going to learn how to do that. And it's not hard to do. So I did it, hell, man. I never thought I'd be in this place. And so this just kind of happened because I took these steps. And it will happen for you as well. I love to compare our lives to nature. So think of your journey to happiness as if you were growing a plant. You plant the seed, you water it, you fertilize it, you talk to it. Plants like to be talked to. I've got a story about that too in one of the later chapters. We'll get into that. But I do talk to my plants, and I think it helps. I really do. So talk to your plants. They want to feel appreciated. And eventually you get a beautiful plant. Nature takes its time to create perfection. You are a part of nature. So it will take some time before you will see and feel permanent results. Nature also faces challenges, just like us. Nature also faces challenges in its environment that could cause it to fail. For example, disease, drought, and humans. As a part of nature, you will also face challenges. Even following every lifestyle shift that I share with you, you will still be tested every day. And you need to know that yes, just because you read a book and I give you some good advice doesn't mean your life's going to instantly be the fantasy that you believe it could be. Because no matter what fantasy level you attain, you're always going to want to grow more. And life is about growing. Plants grow all day, every day. And we do too. So life is about growing, and part of that growing is expanding your mind. And good thing you're reading this book, because that's what you're doing. You're expanding your mind in a positive way. But if you follow the guidance in this book, you will be able to rise above your challenges and receive the abundance and happiness that you deserve. Key word there, you deserve. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be abundant. And I can teach you how to get there. Excuse me. You are taking a giant first step by reading this book. When you start to change your diet to an all-natural one, or mostly natural one, as we all need some cheat days, and cheating's okay. Don't worry if you cheat. It's going to happen. So if you do eat McDonald's, no offense McDonald's, but you're not the healthiest. So you do eat some McDonald's, you eat a processed food, or you have some negative thoughts, don't beat yourself up, because that's part of life too, okay? Again, we're not perfect. When it comes to your diet, if cheating is going to cause you to hate yourself, don't cheat. But I prefer to say, if you cheat once in a while, enjoy it. Embrace your cheat days. You will be mentally ready for a change. And here we go with my mantra. You have to fix your diet, to fix your mind, to fix your life. It is all connected, and it is all about being balanced. You and all things in nature have been designed or created to work in a perfectly balanced state. Your body and mind want to reach homeostasis. You're designed to work in a perfect state, and then we throw that off with life. So hopefully this book's going to help you bring your life back together a little bit and find that balance so you feel perfectly happy and see abundance everywhere. Oh no, I lost my place. Um, All right. To work in a prayer, your body and mind want to reach homeostasis. This book will help you get there. I know you can do it, and I really do. It's so easy to do. Um, you will get there, so don't even fret that. You're here now. You're reading this book with me. You're hopefully answering some or asking some questions and leaving some comments in the post section. You're getting involved with others who are looking for more health and happiness in their life. And that's going to create the happiness effect. That's going to trigger the happiness effect within you, which will then explode out to others. And again, how cool would it be if we were all just walking around with the happiness effect instilled in our life? Just big goofy grins on our faces. Life would be pretty cool. Think about it. Life would be pretty cool. I hope you will find some truth and happiness by reading this book, and more importantly, by sharing this information with others. The more people who hear these thoughts, the happier our planet will be. Think about it. If we all change to a healthy and grateful mindset by activating the happiness, there will be 8 billion goofily grinning people living life in perfect harmony. That is such a cool thought. And that brings us to the end of chapter 2. We're right at 30 minutes, so we're doing good. Hope you took something out about that. We're going to get deeper into everything we talked about. You will again get some really good shifts that will create, what's the title? It will create more health, better happiness, and more abundance in your life. So thank you for joining me today. Remember, get involved. Please, please, please leave some comments, ask some questions. Give me something more to talk about. Go to our Facebook group. Again, the link should be in the post below or above, wherever they put it. Join the Facebook group and get involved, because the happiness effect isn't about just me or just about you. It's about bringing everyone up to an increased level of health and happiness, and everyone can see the abundance that's already around us. And once you take those steps, as I've said, man, things just flow into your life. You'll be amazed at how things start flowing into your life. And as we get into later chapters, I'll give you some good examples of how things have come into my life because of my mindset. By eating natural foods, I changed my body, which then gave my brain the nutrients it needed, so it started working better. So it was a combination of things, and I've put all that in here. And then, of course, gratitude, being grateful for everything. Get your body right, get your mind right, embrace nature, and show gratitude for everything. And your life will become this perfectly balanced, happy form. You'll be amazed. And that will shoot out to others, and it will just explode throughout the world. And that's what this is about. There's a lot of crap going on in the world, and it's bringing the level of people's happiness and health way down, and this book can help us turn that around. So share this, leave some comments, get involved with me. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Again, thanks for taking 35, 40 minutes out of your day to hang out with me. That's a cool blessing, so thank you. Be balanced by nature, and we'll see you next time. Stay tuned for chapter 3.